Hi, today I will be reading a snippet of the children's book, The Glass Dog. An accomplished wizard once lived on the top floor of a tenant house and passed his time in thoughtful study and studious thoughts. What he didn't know about wizardry was hardly worth knowing, for he possessed all the books and recipes of all the wizards who have lived before him, and moreover he had invented several wizardments himself. This admirable person would have been completely happy but for the numerous interruptions to his studies caused by folks who came to consult him about their troubles, in which he was not interested in, and by the loud knocks of the iceman, the milkman, the baker boy, the laundryman, and the peanut woman. He never dealt with any of these people, but they knocked on his door every day to see him about this or that or try to sell him their wares. Just when he was most deeply interested in his books or engaged in watching the bubbling of a cauldron, there would come a knock at his door. And after sending the intruder away, he always found he was lost in the train of thought and ruined his whole entire compound. At length these interruptions aroused his anger, and he decided he must have a dog to keep people away from his door. He didn't know where to find a dog, but in the next room lived a poor glass blower, in whom he had a slight acquaintance. So he went into the man's apartment and asked, "Where can I find a dog?" "What sort of dog?" inquired the glass blower. "A good dog. One that will bark at people and drive them away. One that will be no trouble to keep and won't expect to be fed. One that will have no fleas and is neat in his habits. One that will obey me. I speak to him, in short, a good dog," said the wizard. "Such a dog is hard to find," returned the glass blower, who was busy making a blue glass flower pot with pink glass rose bushes in it, having glass leaves and yellow glass roses. The wizard watched him thoughtfully. "Why cannot you blow me a dog out of glass?" he asked. "I can," declared the glass blower, "but it would not bark at people, you know." "Oh, I'll fix that easy enough," replied the other. "If I could not make a glass bark, I would be a mighty poor wizard." "Very well. If you can use a glass dog, I'll be pleased to blow one for you. Only you must pay for my work." "Certainly," agreed the wizard, "but I have none of that horrid stuff you call money. You must take some of my wares instead." The glass blower considered the matter for a moment. "Could you give me something to cure my rheumatism?" he asked. "Oh, yes, easily." "Then it's a bargain. I'll start the dog at once. What color of glass shall I use?" "Pink is a pretty color," said the wizard, "and it's unusual for a dog, isn't it?" "Very," answered the glass blower, "but it shall be pink." So the wizard went back to his studies, and the glass blower began to make the dog. Next morning he entered the wizard's room with the glass dog under his arm and set it carefully upon the table. It was beautiful, pink in color, with a fine coat of spun glass, and about its neck was twisted a blue glass ribbon. Its eyes were specks of black glass and sparkly intelligent, as do many of the glass eyes worn by men. The wizard expressed himself pleased with the glass blower's skill, and at once handed him a small vial. "This will cure your rheumatism," he said. "But the vial is empty," protested the glass blower. "Oh no, there is one drop of liquid in it," was the wizard's response. "Will one drop cure my rheumatism?" inquired the glass blower in wonder. "Most certainly. That is a marvelous remedy. The one drop contained in the vial will cure instantly any cure of disease ever known to humanity. Therefore it is especially good for rheumatism. But guard it well, for it is the only drop of its kind in the world, and I've forgotten the recipe." Alrighty, thank you guys for listening to the short stories.